This is nScreen Noise. My name is Colin Dixon, founder and chief analyst of nScreen Media, and today is June 28th, 2013. A new survey of 2,000 US adults this week about their interest in PayTV, and it comes from CouponCabin.com. Goodness, there's a name we've never heard associated with this market. They hooked up with Harris Interactive to do this survey, and what they found was 45% think that cable TV is a waste of money. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. They also found that 11% previously subscribed and now don't. Now, earlier this week I reported on a GfK survey where they found that 6% had previously subscribed and now don't. Now, a little bit of difference between the sample here. One is looking at one is looking at TV households, and the other one is looking at the general population. But there's not really that much difference, probably about 10% difference there. So a big difference between those two numbers. Interesting that. One thing they both do agree on is that it is predominantly affecting the young, the 18 to 34-year-olds. 15% of this never group, rather the group that got rid of cable, are from that group, whereas it's 8% on average. And in fact, in the GfK survey, they found that that group also was disproportionately watching over-the-air transmissions. About 28% were focused entirely on over-the-air transmission of television. They also found that 31% were paying $100 or more. I'm sad to say I'm in that group. I wish I wasn't, but there you have it. They also said that live sports seems to be the killer app. 43% said that the reason they don't leave cable is because of the sports. So that's why ESPN can command $5 a sub in the US today, I guess. Now, I was lucky enough to be at CDN World in Las Vegas, Nevada this week. Broiling Las Vegas. It was well over 100 degrees while I was there. And while I was there, David Fulliger from Netflix OpenConnect was speaking. Now, OpenConnect, of course, is Netflix CDN, which it's trying to get operators to sign up for. Sounds like a great deal. All you need is to say yes. They will pay for the equipment and put it in for you. And what happens is that Netflix starts to work better for your broadband customers immediately. So he had some very interesting statistics. First of all, he said that the 36 million subs of Netflix were now streaming about 1 billion hours a month, which when you crank the handle works out to about an hour a day per sub. And interestingly, 1% of the traffic comes from the most popular titles. This is very unusual. I would have expected a much higher proportion of the traffic to come from the newest, most popular titles. But David said this is not the case. The majority of traffic comes from the library stuff, us catching up on series that we've never seen before. So that was pretty interesting. He also went on to say that many operators have already signed up, and the biggest holdouts were the top 5 cable and telcos in the US today who hadn't signed up for this service. So I actually turned to Jamie Miles from Time Warner Cable, who was at the show, and asked him why they hadn't. And his response was, well, it's complicated. So I'm not quite sure what's complicated about this, but I did have a chance to speak to a couple of other operators, and I did get some insight, and sure, there is a lot of hesitation out there. The smaller operators don't seem to be hesitating and are putting OpenConnect into their networks and seeing the benefits of a better support for their customers, a better quality experience with Netflix from their customers. But the bigger the operator, the more hesitant they are to put it in their network. So, and it was not just, by the way, the top 5 that expressed hesitation. Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll see you again next time.